Welcome to another episode of Crypto Rules Everything Around Me Cream Channel. This channel is created for technical analysis, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say here is financial advice, so don't take it as is, and it's all my opinions. So today we had some news from Binance. Before we look into that, let's look at the Bitcoin price. This morning it actually recovered, but as the day went on, it went down. Right now, currently it's down 0.8%. High of 47,738 and a low of 45,166. So we're close to going down to 44 again. So let's see the charts. Oh, I forgot to erase all the ones from last couple of days, I guess. Well, yeah, I think these charts are from Friday, but let's revise and see where we left off to see how accurate it was. Nice. So this trend line on our side is actually holding up, as you can see. I do this I think Friday or Thursday, and you can see it touched that trend twice, and now it's on a third. It's like following the trend right there. So what I expect this happening if this 200 EMA fails as a support. As you can see, BTC's price action today, it actually just hit 45,100 something, right? So it's just the needle just right on top of the 200 EMA. So it's playing this level of support is actually holding up, because now the wick is down here and then hopefully hold and it forms a candle up here. So nothing really much change on this MACD. It wants to do the crossover, the bearish cross, as you can see. I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, as you can see, the MACD, the green line is really close to the red. So if that crosses over, I expect RSI over here to touch and retest this support level, since this right here, which is a second touch. So I expect if this fulfills this MACD bearish crossover, we're expecting I'm expecting the RSI to retest 52 level again, which is not bad. Anything 50 and up is still bullish in my opinion. And also, as I'm liking how the 50 EMA is getting closer and closer to the 200 EMA here. And what did we say before? EMA, right? Whenever EMA crosses over like this, we're in a bullish trend. So we've been down EMA for a long time. Oh, actually, if you guys don't know why I call it EMA, I'll post the link on the video on top right corner right now. Fundamentals and technical analysis. I go over all the indicators that I use: RSI, EMA, which is EMA, MACD, and yeah. So I'll click on that link just so just in case you don't know what I mean when I say EMA. All right, so I explained it in that video. So the price of Bitcoin is just sitting up above 200 EMA, which is still bullish. And I told you guys what I want to see is Bitcoin to move up past 200 EMA when we're down here and stay above it. And then if it holds, then the support holds true. And as you can see, it is holding true, and we are getting closer to another EMA crossover over here, a bullish cross from EMA. So once this crossover happens, bullish cross 50 EMA crossing over up to the 200. That's bullish right there, and the price has to maintain above, right? So that's all we can do and wait. That's the daily chart. Let's see the 4 hours just to break it down. Okay, so as you can see, the 4 hours, yeah, it's still bullish. The trend's still up. I don't really have to draw the line, but if you guys want to see it, I'll draw it right now. See, so the beauty of 50 and 200 EMA, because it basically kind of draws out the trend line for you, right? So 50 EMA is yellow. So whenever it's broken, it kind of fakes people out. Usually this would be a bearish play whenever they see the price go below 50 EMA, but it rebound real quick. And as you can see, this other trend, it's basically a triangle right now if I was to draw another line here. And I always draw my triangles or my trend lines on the candle body instead of the wicks, because if I was to draw the wicks, I usually use the wicks as my stop loss and my entries and my exit on a trade. So just so like if people make comments, that's the reason why I use my trend lines. I put them right on the body and not on the wicks. So as you can see right here, it should pivot soon and either up. And I'm predicting up because MACD over here is about to do the bullish cross. Sorry guys, those are my dogs. I don't know if you can hear them. So it consolidated pretty nice on a 4 hours, as you can see. And the support level, I mean the resistance is right here right now. So once it breaks out and this does a bullish crossover, I believe this will be, we'll see some other we'll see another green candle and a bullish action over here. Okay, that's 4 hours. And since it's a new week, we'll look at the weekly chart as well. Let me erase all those. So the reason why I was bullish in mid-March was because of this MACD, right? So it finally did a crossover. I started noticing the bullish sentiment when around like 7th of March, 14th of March. I posted it on Discord when I was still posting charts instead of videos. So we can go back there like maybe sometimes and just reflect on my previous work. But for now, this bullish cross confirmed. The green line is still on top of the red, even though we're on a red week. For 2 weeks, you can see here the price action is sitting above 50 EMA, which is good. So the trend is still bullish for me. One way I will go bearish is if this week's candles starts to dip below the 50 EMA. Alright, so then we'll probably see something like, if it does dip below, it might, as soon as it goes below 50, then I'll start getting worried. But before it goes any lower, it would retest this price action over here as support, because it's been, I see that as a support that was tested. How many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 weeks. This price got tested. So before we go any lower, before we go touching the 200 EMA support, we will test this support level at 37,000 right here. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Binance had a big news here. Even though you see a lot of news about Binance being banned or regulated, I love how they're just still trying to get their hands on a lot of partnerships and deals anywhere and everywhere, right? So I'm very bullish on Binance. I believe that Binance will hit, I think on my last charting as well, I put in price targets and I believe that Binance will hit $800 to $1,000 as a price target. I use the Fibonacci extension to get to those levels, and this just proves that right here Binance is not stopping, even though some countries and some provinces where I live are banning them, right? So here it is. Binance poaches Microsoft top executive as exchange CTO. So they're not out of the game yet, man. So Binance will still, in my opinion, will remain the top exchanges out there. I'm not going to get into it, but this is the news today. And let's go to the charts. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. Wow, what's going on? Okay, good. All right, Binance. Let's go to dailies. Okay, it's almost similar to Bitcoin, I guess. Not much to see here, but except for you could see the support level at around here, which is a 200 EMA, is holding up. Price still above, so it's still bullish, and you can see the 50 EMA over here trying to make it up there. So once that crosses as well, nothing but bullish action. The difference between the BTC and the Binance chart right now is MACD. The lines are still far apart, so it could go sideways for a bit and just straight, like maybe do something like this, just touch the red and maybe just shoot back up once the 50 EMA crosses over. Because these are my main bullet signals, right? 50 EMA and 200 EMA bullish cross. Those are my calls. If I was to trade on a daily, I wait for that signal. And let's see the RSI. RSI is holding up. This would be the two support levels I see right here, which is around 60. It's a little thick. That's what she said. Sorry, my humor's a little bit, you know. Yeah, so RSI, I see a support level around there, 60. And if it goes lower, the next one would be here, which was, yeah, this one got tested a lot in the past, so since February this year. But this one right here is because of these 2 points. It tested twice, so we might test it again one more time before we get some bullish action. I see the weekly for Binance. Yeah, Binance still healthy. It's above 200 EMA. I mean 50 EMA. And the beautiful part is, look, this is still, since Bitcoin did a crossover first, this is how you see that altcoins follow right after Bitcoin. So it still hasn't done the bullish cross over here, as you can see. So I'm waiting for the green to cross over to the red, and then game on. Alright guys, so that's the Binance Weekly. Cake has been on a rampage. I don't know if you guys been watching it, but I'm glad I was able to buy some at like $5.30. And this morning when I was tracking Cake, it was actually the high of hit $10.99. Tell me that's not planned. That's not coincidence. That's pure manipulation right there. $10.99. Come on. It's like going to Walmart. They can even put it for $11. You know what? I'll give it $10.99. Anyways, let me get the. I don't know why it's doing that. Sorry guys. Sorry for the wait. Okay. Come on, Binance. I mean, Cake. Pancake has been performing really, really well. So in the last, look at that. Oh wow. It's like a sword. Anyways, if we were to measure from the March 17th low of 530, and then the high of this morning at 1098, that's 99% up, right? So for those LP staking who DCA down here, you're probably looking at breaking even, depending on how much you DCA'd, right? So Cake is performing really well, 100% up. And then remember I talked about the 20 crossing the 50. Once it crossed over right here, whoops, sorry, that was an ugly circle. So once 200 crossed 50, right here, we had these big green kind of movement and one over here, right? So just wait until 50 AMA gets closer to 2. Once that EMA crossover happens, we'll be looking at more price action above 200 EMA. So I'm excited to see where Cake goes for the next. I guess we'll see how the week goes with it. But at the current moment, I don't like how RSI is at overbought, currently at 75, but I've seen it go as high as 90. So if a retracement happens, I see Cake touching down 20, this orange line, and then shoot back up, making the RSI go down a bit. Instead of being on overbought, it'll probably dive back down to 65 level. I would like to see it in 59, 50, around this level, before the price action shoots back up. So a little bit of rejection for Cake wouldn't hurt, since we've been on a bullish trend nonstop for 9 days straight. It's been going up, right? Or 10 days if you include today. So yeah, Cake has been nothing but a good performer. Yes, let's move on to Dogedash. Here's another example of how EMA takes all your profits away. Like I told you guys, once if EMA crosses the 50 EMA crosses up to pink, we get nothing but bullish, right here. We've been waiting for so long around here, and then sorry, let's make it bigger. When it crossed, we were around here, it kind of teased us a bit, played around 50 and 200 EMA as support level. As you can see, and it kind of faked out right here, going down. And then let me take off this other one, man. Sorry, too much going on. Okay, good. So you can see right here 50 EMA cross, but it dipped down. Price stayed around this area as support. And once this crossover again, you see the price action, which is on top. And I told you guys, once EMA crosses over back down, 50 EMA crosses back down to 200, nothing but bearish, right? So once this crosses right here, once 50 EMA crosses back down to 200 EMA, and the price will just go below it. Now 50 EMA and 200 EMA, both EMAs will be at a resistant level for the price action. The frig. So what I expect the price to do is, if there's no big buys, I expect the price to just range around like this, and then EMA will do its part as a resistant before we even take off. Before we take off, like I said, Paul mentioned next couple of weeks will be 2 to 3 weeks will be big news, right? So next couple of weeks, I expect this price action, or a couple of days, unless there's insider information got leaked and big buys coming in. You know, VCs are buying, but this is what I expect the price to do: just stay below EMA for a bit as resistance. So that's 1 hour. Daily, pretty sure not much going on as well. Again, this is a beautiful chart if you're trying to get into something, waiting for something to pop, right? So I love the consolidation line, consolidation of MACD over here. But if you zoom in, it looks like it's about to do the crossover, bearish crossover, but I hope it's just going to touch just like this around here previously, right? Hopefully it just goes down, touches the red, and then slides around here for a bit, ranges, and then shoots up. And the good thing about it, we're in low levels where RSI is still below, and this seems to be a good resistance line for it. We went above it for a little bit, and it seems like 49 is a resistance level for Dogedash on the daily chart, and 50 EMA is still a good resistance for the daily price chart. Like I said, I won't really get excited yet until I see the price of Dogedash go above 50 EMA, which is this yellow line. Alright, so not much going on. I've been playing the game a lot actually. I'm making the rankings of top 30s and top 50s. But yeah, tomorrow I'll show you guys my progress on the game. I'll show a spreadsheet of and track my winnings versus my losses, my investment. If I'm gaining, if I'm losing money, is it worth it to play? So, but today was all technical analysis. So hope you enjoyed today's episode. And yeah, remember, this channel is all about cream, right? Follow the cream, get closer to your dream. And if you like the content of the channel, like and share it, subscribe, and see you on the next one. Thanks.